So we are starting a new lab series, and this lab series, what we're going to do is create another site manually, but this time what we're going to do is use the Bootstrap framework, okay? And what that more or less means is that we're going to use code and link it to our page, and then using the classes and stuff that's built into the CSS and the JavaScript in that code, it will allow us to it'll allow us to create a page that is responsive without having to manually write their things. Bootstrap is the most common responsive framework. So the idea is more or less like if you open a website on your phone, right? When you open the website on your phone, it'll look a certain way. Like it'll have one column and then another column. But then when I turn it this way, you'll see a column and another column. It'll shift itself around based on the orientation and the resolution of the device that you are looking through, okay? And so we're going to basically use Bootstrap. Bootstrap is what most sites are using or a derivative therein in order to create that. And that's what we're going to do for this next lab series, okay? But it's going to be a multi-page site, a little bit more in depth, the level above than what we've already done. This week, what we're going to do is create a wireframe. And what that means is it's just a picture of what we want the site to look like. It's a good idea that if you're making something for a client or just even for yourself or whatever project you're working on, you want to try and get a result as quickly as possible without having to spend a lot of time on it, because that way you can make mistakes earlier and then fix those mistakes without investing a whole ton. It'd be the same thing if you're an artist and you draw. You don't start drawing a beautiful eye and then a beautiful nose and then you start to draw the other eye and it goes off the page. You draw broadly the entire figure and then you hone in the details, because you can get the whole figure, make sure it fits on the page, make sure it's working. And then once you know it's working, then you can dig in and really sort of, figure it out. It's the same thing here. We can quickly create a mockup. Once we know that the mockup looks good, aesthetically working, again, if we were working with a client, we could send them this picture and be like, hey, before I bother making it, is this what you're thinking? They can send you back notes, make some changes, go back and forth. Once you know that's what they want, then you can go through and make the final. So this week, we're just going to use Photopea. You can also use Photoshop. Photoshop is obviously better, but I'm trying to use things that are freeware, if you will. So we're going to use Photopea once again, and we're just going to make the mockup of our wireframe for the website we're going to make. And we'll use that as a guide when we create the rest of the stuff. So click on the next frame, and you can download the lab materials below and to the left or right. But I'll also have them in the next slides as well. If you click on that, it just has the images that you need in order to make the thing we're going to make. That's basically it. All right. So, good luck.